Good morning.
How you
How you
feeling?
feeling?
How am I feeling? How am I feeling? I would say not good, dude. Not good at all. You want to know why? Because
Why?
I am a sucker.
Uh,
Because I thought in my heart of hearts, Leroy, I was like, are they actually going to do this? Are they actually going to pull out the upset? The defense, which was out here like a public special on Swiss cheese to start the game, finally gets a stop. And Zach Sealer, my guy,
oh my goodness. Look like a bull in a china shop.
couldn't stop moving and ran into the stupid punter. And I just knew at that moment, Leroy, I already knew that Josh Allen was going to march those dumbass Bills down the field, take the lead, and it was over.
You know he was pushed, right?
Who?
Sealer.
I don't care.
I mean,
Pushed.
momentum for a 300-pounder. Kind of hard to
Pushed.
stop.
Oh my God. Everybody's got a reason or an excuse. Whatever, dude. I want to hear it.
Look.
How many games, Leroy? You want to know something? Then don't get smoked by the Colts and don't blow it against the Patriots to put yourselves in these positions where you need the season on the line. You can't afford mistakes and margin for error.
All right.
Also, he's done
I
nothing.
can't.
Also, hey, Leroy, has he done anything since he's got this season of impact?
No.
No, he hasn't.
He's,
So
all right. I can't. Like, these are conversations that are hard to have because you look at the end result, not necessarily why. And sometimes players try to do so much that it ends up hurting the team. And I think, like, so I played on punt return before, and we've had punt block. You know, what's the first thing you learn?
what, dude?
When you can't get there, right? You see that guy going through his motion. If you ain't getting to that foot, don't even risk it. And it comes at the wrong time. I get all that. But understand the mentality of a team that is up against it and everybody trying to do something, right? That's
You did it
like
already, though. They did it already. You did it. You guys barely get. This is the second time, Leroy.
yeah.
The second time they've done this season.
Yep.
I get you. I'm not calling for. I'm just.
It's frustrating.
Just sad.
It's frustrating. Right.
Sad.
Right.
What do you mean? You finally got that bastard on the ropes. That
Right.
giant horse. You finally got him and his other horse in the backfield. They finally correct, and they're giant intangibles all over the place, killing us 7 yards at a time. Dawson and Jackson and Dalton.
Oh,
Intangibles.
hey, and they got very intangible names too.
Oh my God. It's like a boy band. Hello, Frog Boy. What did you come in here to bask in whatever? Now you come back? Where have you been? Did you go on Joe Rose the other day?
I saw Joe Rose yesterday.
What the hell? You show up at 7 a.m, but you can't come here?
Now, the problem is I didn't want to get accused of being a mush. So, I had to give myself mush protection, which is always a 2-week thing, and then a short week, crazy things happen. But what a heartbreaker. What sucks is it was a roughing too. It wasn't just running into the
It wasn't a running into.
It would have been forced too. It was the whole thing.
That's not fair. Like a punter versus Zach Sealer, that's just physics of roughing.
Right.
If anybody who is a punter runs into a wildebeest, like, what is going to happen? Just and like, Man, almost cursed.
Oh, look at that. Figure out the dumb button.
Oh, man.
Yeah, these are tough for me because I just want answers, and most people just look at the result and then go to why. I mean, the Tua pick, the Zach Sealer one, we go to moments in the game and want to put it on that, and it sucks.
Yeah, but how's it not on that, dude? Like we talked about, like most of these games in the NFL, you know, these are pros. It mostly does come down to execution and moments.
Yes,
and
or
poise.
and this is not an excuse. Okay, so please don't. All I'm trying to do is tell you how this happens. All right. Tua throws the ball really quick. The backside guy running the post, didn't get there quick enough. So when he reads 1 to 2, 2 being the inside guy, the safety or the linebacker doesn't see that backside guy who he's supposed to guard. So he jumps the route. Right? Tua's doing his read. He sees it. Boom. The safety's supposed to be over there, but he's not. These are all things that when you get rid of the ball that quick, it's not a situation where, oh, how did you not see him? You're assuming that every aspect of the play is on schedule.
Well, I know how he didn't see him. There was a 6'6", 300-pounder in his face. The thing is, I think the linebacker knew where he was going the whole time.
But that's
he was
just
set on going to Waddle, and he couldn't see him because Brunskill. Who the hell is Brunskill?
Who's that?
Where do we have a new right guard again? Another new right guard?
Oh, we had a new right guard?
Yes, dude. Because the other one was such a bum, they yanked him out and put out an intangibles right guard, and he was like, whee! He was a turnstile, dude. Just on Leroy at the end of the game, 2 weeks in a row, these mother bleepers have just let him go by willy-nilly. Chris Greer so much. He's so bad at this. How do you find these jackasses? Just like
so is it safe to say
Ethan Schmollick's a real bastard, but funny?
Tobin spun like that and looked like a lechon.
question.
Twitcher.
They kept it close.
Uh-huh.
Unfortunate how they lost.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to make the assumption that before the game, when you said keep it close and be competitive,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to jump to the conclusion that after the game, when it was close and competitive, you don't feel better.
I feel worse.
Right.
Now, I don't want – I think Mike McDaniel coached a good game, and I think he deserves to keep his job for right now. Those guys played hard for him. I thought he called a good offense.
Right. I'm still – the thing that I'm still a little concerned about. First of all, I texted you, okay? Jalen Phillips is maybe 75, 80%.
Yeah.
Because and when you see him go up the field, you know when those outside linebackers plant that outside foot and then get underneath to get to the quarterback, he can't do that. When he starts to plant the foot, he starts kind of hobbling a little bit.
Not great.
Right?
Thank you, Jordan.
I personally would see if he's better on the right side, but that's the Achilles. One's the Achilles, one's the knee.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, but I would move him around. That being said, you know where I don't want to see Jalen Phillips?
Do tell.
15 yards downfield, trying to cover somebody. If you've already established he can't do the thing that he does best because he's having trouble planting.
Yeah.
How do you think his change of direction going to be 15 yards downfield? I'm just saying. I'm going to just throw that out there.
Oh man, let me give you the
So
headline.
I will say this.
Sure.
I saw promise with how the game was played.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you hold a team that what has been steamrolling people.
Yeah, what did they put up? 40 both weeks, or
Right.
they were up 30 last week. Yeah, I mean, like they
Right.
did. They like look the first few drives of this game, it was embarrassing. You're just like this defense.
They're going to
Can't
score
stop
50. It looked like
anything. Like this.
the Bills were going to score 50.
Thank God that guy missed that kick.
Oh,
Thank God that guy missed that kick. Like it completely like got the Dolphins back in the game.
He barely hit the stadium, dude.
Dude, that was crazy.
He barely hit the stadium. Like,
Headlines are brought to you by Doral Hyundai. Doral Hyundai, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Hyundai or DoralHyundai.com. But yeah, the Dolphins' final score yesterday, 31-21. Tua, 22 of 34, 146 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 backbreaking pick.
yeah.
Devon Achane, 12 carries, 62 yards, but he also had 29 yards receiving because he is to his bailout.
I'm about up to here. Look at me.
Hmm?
Up to here.
Very high.
Up to here. With that BS, throw it outside and lose 3 yards.
Lateral play, though. Cool.
It wasn't supposed to be a lateral. It just ended up being a lateral. Screwed all the people that had the over on Achane. So, like, we there has to be, and I've seen in the offense some variances off of the plays that they run.
Yep.
Right? Tyreek had a couple where he did that little screen to the outside, right? Boom. Look, it was kind of a addition to what they normally do. But dude, we used to have a coach that do this. We practiced this play yesterday, and we're moving on.
Tore it up.
That play will not be used this week. And I'm just like, how many times do you have to be 2nd and 12 or 2nd and 13 before you realize you can't just run out there, think you're going to kick out one guy and run the bubble screen?
Well, they were like, that's the thing. They were very good on 3rd down, but they were always seemed like they were 3rd and longs when they legitimately, that is the only time that he would throw down the field is when he had to throw down the field.
Right.
Because there really wasn't another choice.
Right.
But man, yeah, like some of the other, I mean, that play to Tyreek Hill, again, it's just like, he just doesn't, I know Tua's never had a hose. He just doesn't look like he doesn't look like the same product of guy anymore.
No, the problem is, and here's the problem. The only reason why it looks like that is because he waits too long to throw it. You understand? He looks around and then chucks it up. All quarterbacks have different levels of arm strength. What makes them all equal is their timing of when they throw it. So there's not a quarterback in the league that can't overthrow a player. But if you got a 45-yard arm and you try to chuck it in the air when the receiver gets to 35, that's how it's going to look. So it's not that he doesn't have a hose. It's that when he's deciding to make that throw, it's too late. You see what I'm saying? Also, a lot of times when you see that he's double covered or the safety's coming over, you don't want the ball thrown over the top. So there's that too. But for people to say, oh, he doesn't have a strong arm, no, he's never going to be Josh Allen. He's never going to be one of those guys that could chuck it 60 yards. He's never going to be Anthony
No, he's
Richardson.
never been that. But you don't think it looks like even worse though, dude? Like, do you think this is a mechanics thing? Because it looks like I'm wondering if he's just physically like taken enough where like he just don't got it even that anymore. Because like
it's not the arm, it's the timing.
All right. I'm not going to disagree with you. I'm just telling you, it looks worse.
It looks worse because he's waiting too long to throw.
Breaking news from Anthony Chang, Miami Herald.
Who's out? Who's hurt?
Anthony tweets, multiple sources confirm that Heat guard Tyler Hero is undergoing surgery on his left foot and ankle today. Hero won't be available to start the season. More details to come.
Oof.
Cool, dude.
Is this whole city plague except for, I mean, the Panthers have the go around. Like, so a star gets hurt for the Panthers, they get another star. So I don't know about those rules, but baseball, star, Tommy John. Football, everybody. Right? Now basketball? What do we got going on down here? Every sport. Here comes those conversations.
Yep. Well, if you guys want to get in, we'll take some calls. 305-567-0560.
You told me you feel better.
I lied.
Hey, see,
The Hero news doesn't help either.
well, look, keep them separate. Keep them separate.
I can't.
We deal with that in 2 weeks.
I'm not mature. I can't do that. I don't handle these things, dude. You can't come off a loss like that and then all of a sudden you throw on a Tyler Hero injury too.
The two injury prone guys we got to have conversations about.
Schmeathan says, read that Sealer line. I dare you.
Hey, so Marcos,
Yes,
listen.
Sir. Yeah.
The only time you hit us up,
Oh,
although you did hit us up on Monday,
okay.
is when Tua scrambles
Woo! Mobile.
and when Ollie Gordon has a good run.
Oh,
Okay? Like,
let's
I've had about
go.
enough of that.
Enough of it, dude.
Yeah, I'm like,
You ruined the chat last
2
night.
for 2.
you ruined the chat. You ruined the chat.
What
Like,
they
it's
said
already,
about
we
it.
weren't like on the edge of our seat because we thought there was a chance, right?
Yeah.
I do
You
like
put
that.
your little two. Marcos was right.
Yeah, 3 for 3
So,
yesterday.
but you were wrong from this standpoint.
How?
You said Tua couldn't be mobile. I said he chooses not to.
I was so scared when he ran.
Whoa, right?
That was so
Hey,
scary.
he did start to slide in Broward and ended up in Miami, right? But that's fine. But
How would you guys like to have a Pro Bowl Miami football player come and visit an
Oh.
elementary school of your choice? Could happen.
Yeah, good.
It's
Just don't punt the ball.
WQAM's MVP experience with the Dolphins, Zach Sealer. He's on board to speak at a school. Go to WQAM.com and enter an elementary school in Broward Dade. And you'll have a chance to get a visit from Zach Sealer, where he'll speak to the students and more. For contest rules, go to WQAM.com. If you guys want to get your calls in, 305-567-0560. Dolphins fans, line it on up. 305-567-0560. Back after this.
Previously on
Tobin and Leroy.
They are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
Sports.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
None of us are.
No, none of us are. None of us are. None of us.
To be honest with you, I don't know how to feel because midway through, say, the third quarter, I was thinking this is gettable if everybody just continues to do what they're doing and don't try to do too much.
Right.
And I swear, 10 minutes later, Zach Sealer was rolling up on the punter.
Yeah, well, I think what's
Now-
frustrating, this is 2 weeks in a row where like they've been in position and they've blown it. Like they've blown
You know what it is too?
mistakes, penalties. Yeah.
Punt safe. It's not even regular punt team. You know what punt safe is?
So like you're waiting for a fake.
Yeah, so you have your regular defense in there. Punt safe is regular defense. They, have a plan to cover everybody,
Yeah.
but the front guys always rush. Like they think that they're gonna block a punt. because it's a lot. I mean, keep in mind when you're in punt return, normally it's linebackers, running backs, and DBs. That's everybody. All 11 guys are all, because they want you to run and set up a return.
Right.
So a lot of teams will look at that and you're blocking, you have offensive linemen and tight ends and big guys up front for the most part. So you're saying, oh, we can just plow over them. So what the defense does is go punt safe. They keep their defense on the field, but the front guys still try to rush the punter. So we've seen situations where Nick Chubb did it, or not Nick Chubb, but Bradley Chubb did it, and now Sealer. It's not that they're playing special teams. It's that they're playing that. Usually it happens, if you look, I would say it's in between the 40s.
Yeah.
Right? So that's normally where you go punt safe. Or if it's less than 5 yards, right? You go punt safe, somewhere around there.
What was
So
it, 7, Marcos?
it was 7. It was 7. But usually somewhere around there.
I get you. It just
so it's
the thing is with him though, that just sucks is that he really he did have a part in that sack that Bradley Chubb had because he kind of walled off.
Oh, he was free.
Josh Allen.
Yeah.
But he really it's not been an impressive start of the season. I mean, none of the defensive linemen really have been, but he's
how many sacks he had last year?
He had 10.
It's the third
10 and a half. No, I understand, but people, dude, you
how many sacks? And but I'm just saying, are you judging it? Just
I don't even think he's been close though, dude. Like he hasn't even.
Okay,
I don't even think we've seen him in the backfield.
All right, but the reason why I say that is there's 14 games left. If he ends up with 10 or 11 sacks again, then what? Like you're gonna go to the games that he didn't have a sack?
I guess the way you would put it though is like this team really, you knew they couldn't afford a hole like this with everything around them.
Yeah, I would say this.
But let me just finish my point. My point is like, okay, you get off to a slow start, fine. But then you also have a backbreaking mistake like that.
Right.
It's like, and yeah, so that's that.
I mean, I get it. I would say we're going to look at Tua and we're going to look at the things that happen on the offensive side of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to know what has been the most disappointing after, I would even go as far as saying 2.5 games, because they kind of picked it up in the second half yesterday. It's the defense. For the life of me, I can't figure out why. The
defense has been disappointing, but I gotta say, like they came up and they stood their ground at a certain point. Like, Jack Jones had that terrible missed tackle when that intangible flew by him, and that dude balled out in the second half. He had a really, really great second half for Miami.
Mm-hmm.
So like if we're gonna give, if we're gonna play the balance of the game.
No, I'm not playing the balance.
They got them 3 and out.
They gave you a chance.
This critical error happens, and of course, Josh Allen's going to take advantage. You can't give him new life,
right?
You might as well just let him go down to the, save time, I guess.
I think one of the things that I was encouraged by is when you got to halftime, right?
Yep.
Was the score tied at halftime?
Yeah, it was 14-0. We got the waddle.
And when you look at the time of possession and all that stuff, it was pretty even. The one thing that I would say about that, though, is they ran it at will early in the game.
Yeah, for sure. But for the most part, it was blow for blow. Like it was a pretty even game. Like right. I know it didn't look the same because it was a lot of Adrian bail us out or crazy third down conversion to make it happen. But whatever it is, you played even with a team on the road that's reigned your division. But this has been the difference is you give any kind of life, the defense sets you up. Nope, there's a critical error. Okay, can you tie it? Nope, there's an interception.
Right.
Whereas Josh Allen, give him new life, he's going to kill you. He's always going to kill the Dolphins. Maybe he doesn't get the top of the league, but he'll always kill the Dolphins.
Right.
Let's see. SDI, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing?
I'm
Good.
buddy. How are you?
Good. At some point, we got to stop making excuses for this Tua guy. I mean, it's first it's the coaching, then it's the arm, then it's the injuries. At what point do we realize he just doesn't have it? He's just not a good quarterback.
Okay, so let me stop everybody about this. Here's the difference between me and you. Okay? My whole job, I've always done this, and Tobin can attest to this, is tell you why things were happening on the football field. I'm not giving excuses. That's what happened. A fan looks at the end result and places blame. That's the difference between me and you. So stop saying I'm giving somebody excuses. Stop saying I'm giving somebody excuses. I'm telling you why it happened. You can put whatever twist you want on it. And I've always been that way.
But at some point, isn't it time to realize that if it's A, B, C, D, or maybe it's just him, that he just doesn't have it?
Okay. You know more than me. It's the players. It's not, the other side can make a good play too. You realize that, right?
Right. But it's also been years and he hasn't gotten better. He's gotten worse.
Yeah? Or has the team gotten worse because he's got guys we didn't even know were playing on the offensive line?
Well,
That's not an excuse for Tua. That's the reality of it.
No, this is the worst he's played, Leroy.
Okay.
It is.
Okay.
But the reality is also that other teams also get worse. Other teams also lose players, and their quarterbacks still play well. I mean, the Bills have lost a ton of talent. The Chiefs lose talent every year, and those guys their quarterbacks are still good. Tua just doesn't get better. He gets worse.
Okay.
All right. Appreciate SDI.
Right. It's
There
just but I didn't start the show. I started the show by saying, you want me to tell you how something like that happens? That's it. That's all I did. And for people to take that and say, oh, you're giving two excuses, kick rocks. Dude, because half of the time I could watch a game with you, with any of you, and you wouldn't know what the hell is going on. All you see is whether the pass was completed, whether he picked up the first, whether the running back fumbled, whether the defense stopped him. That's all you see. And Toby can attest to it. I tell him why everything's happening.
That's not true. I knew. I broke it down with him last time. While I was eating my meatball
Thanks
sub.
for your help there. Thanks for your help with that. I'm already dealing with people and thank you. I really want to thank you for that. You are a pal, a buddy. It's just like it's no use. It makes no sense to try to explain it. It doesn't. So go ahead. Have to yourself. You'll never know more. Everybody, you'll never know more about football than you know now.
No, that's not true. I like when you explain football. Don't do that.
No, that's all I'm doing. That's it.
Leroy.
Just like I explained to you why I had a problem with the offense with Mike McDaniel. I broke it down. But I guess for some, that's not good enough. All you see is wins, losses, plays, no plays. That's it. Keep watching football that way. Go ahead. Almost cussed. I was getting ready to because it's exhausting. Dude, it's exhausting hearing people explain the game that I've been around my whole life and then think that's not why that happened. And try to explain it to them and they don't want to hear it. So good. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sometimes you don't want to hear it though. Sometimes
I don't.
Like you don't want to hear from the computer guy. It's like you broke it. I don't want to hear why it happened.
He broke it. I know what happened.
Fix it though.
Right.
So I don't want to hear it all the time. It's like, don't just all right, cool. For once.
So how
fix it.
But here, in order to feel that way, right? You got to know what happened in order to fix it. Right? Fixing what happened at the end of that game isn't just Tua, don't throw a pick. That's not a solution for what happened there. So you got to break it down a little bit so you know what happened.
Take a break. We'll get to the rest of the calls. Everybody on hold. 305-567-0560. Back after this.